Matthew chapter 7 verse 8 says, "For everyone who asks receives." Once you ask for something from the Lord, it's not going to be when you want it. It's not going to be how you want it. It's probably not going to be from the person you want it from, but everyone who asks receives.
I'm not going to own anything because I might lose it. I'm not going to buy a house because I might lose it. I'm not going to get married because I might get a divorce. That's madness, but that's how it is.
Failure is a part of the process to becoming successful. Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player in the world, he took 946 game-winning shots. He has only made 146 of those. You know what they write about? When he make it. So when you fail, it's a part of the process. Keep going. You're supposed to fail. Shit, who you know that gets it right all the time? That's impossible.
When you know heaven is cheering for you, you'll feel supernatural strength. You'll have the faith to do what God's called you to do. We read about the heroes of faith in chapter 11, but can I encourage you, the list is not complete.
Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. Welcome back to another video with your girl, it's Chanel. If this is your first time on my channel, I welcome you. I hope that you enjoy this vlog. I hope you watch it all the way to the end. Don't forget to hit that red subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. Chat with me in the comments. And follow me on all social media platforms. Instagram, it's Chanel. TikTok at Shandizzy13. Yeah. So just before I head over into the video, I'm sure you guys have seen the title. I'm sure you guys, if you follow me on other socials, then you kind of know what chapter I am in my life and what has been going on. And if you don't know, maybe this is your first time coming across anything for me, then I want to just do a really quick breakdown. I want to talk exactly what this vlog is about. I know the title might be a little clickbait or a little confusing, and I want to make sure before we even get started that I make some things clear, especially to my first time viewers or persons that are just not, you know, familiar with anything that has been going on with me personally. About the title of this video, let's get into that. Okay, honestly, I've not vlogged in so long. This is a little bit hard for me. I had this figured out. I had it planned. I have it written down of the steps that I wanted to take, how I wanted to speak in this vlog, the things that I wanted to speak about in this vlog. But for some reason, I'm being led right now in a different direction to just let words flow, and I'm gonna just trust God. So I want to cover a few things in this vlog. I want to speak about, again, my current situation, where in the title it says from homeowner to homeless. I'm not homeless per se. We'll get into that. And then when I say should I quit, I am talking about just quit, you know, social media. I've thought about taking a very long break from other social medias. YouTube per se, I really don't want to step away from it too much. But I'm not in the headspace to create content at the moment. I do have a vlog that needs to be edited, and this vlog was recorded, everything about that vlog was recorded just right before everything happened. So I do have that vlog, you know, that I could use. After that vlog, I don't know when y'all will see me again. I don't know when I'll be able to provide a vlog for y'all again, because I'm just not in the space, the headspace mentally to create vlogs anymore. Yeah. And then I wanted to talk about my relationship with God, or my change that I'm trying to do. If you guys watch my last vlog where I did my January reset, I spoke about last year, you know, I was just so intrigued. Like, I just wanted the Lord so much. Like, I wanted to be filled, etc. And I wanted to start walking that path, that trying to make church more of a priority. And I lost people along the way, and that's fine, because when I said this to a friend, I said, you know, I'm ready to walk with the Lord. I'm ready to have a closer connection and relationship with him. And I remember her saying to me, be prepared to lose. You're going to lose people. You're going to lose things. You're going to lose your faith. You're going to lose hope, but you're going to have to just fight it, because obviously the devil does not want you to do any of this thing, right? And when she said that to me, I didn't put in account how much of a loss it would be. I didn't think all the way through, like, I would have to be bended, broken. and restored. So when I got bended and I'm now breaking at the moment and awaiting my restoration, like I'm waiting to be restored, I didn't know this was a part of it. And you know, if you're weak, when you get to this point, you'll start thinking, I'm ready to turn around. I'm ready to go back out there. And I ain't gonna lie to you, it's been tickling me, but I've been so faithful, and I've had people, I didn't even know these people knew me or they were in my corner. And this one person texted me and she said to me, you do not have to be strong right now. With everything that's going on with you, you do not have to be strong. You can literally just relax. And then, you know, everybody has been telling me, be strong, you got this, or I know you got this. And she was the only person, she has been the only person that said to me, give yourself grace, you do not have to be strong right now. And that meant, I texted her and I said, and I texted her daughter, I said, that meant so much to me. I do not have to be strong right now. My shoulders dropped. I relaxed, I inhaled, I exhaled, I gave it all up. I do not have to be strong right now. That's a word. So let's go ahead and jump into the first part of the video. Homeowner to homeless. In 2021, I think it was, my family and I, we bought our very first home in America. And that's the American dream. You come to America, depending on where you live, you rent. Eventually you want to buy, you want to own. You know, I feel like my mom has done a lot of incredible things. You know, having a home that, God forbid anything happen, you can pass this on to your kids, or you could start doing, you know, real estate, all that good stuff. I feel like that is like just such a good investment move. So we got our home. We closed on it. I shared that journey with you guys in a vlog. It will be linked down below, or I'll have it on the screen. That happened. It was beautiful. It wasn't our first choice. It wasn't, you know, the house that we initially wanted, but it was just so convenient. I remember when we went under contract with that house, and the realtor, he was like, y'all are gonna get it, it's good, da 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 da. And I was like, you're so sure. And the house was perfect. From where we were living before, if we got this house, we wouldn't have to change our jobs, we wouldn't have to change a kid's school, we wouldn't have to change nothing, because we were just like right there. We are not moving too far, we weren't moving out of the city, out of the state. It was just perfect. And I was like, my God, you know, you are a good God. And I remember so I used to stalk the house. Once we went under contract, I would drive by the house randomly. Like, I would just be watching the house. When we had people go there to do inspection, I would drive by. I just wanted to see, you know, I just wanted to see, because I was like, we're getting it. You know, I was so filled, I was sure. I was like, yeah, we are definitely, you know, we're definitely getting it. And I remember I was driving by one night and I saw a shooting star. And I can't say it fell directly in that yard, but it fell right, like I'm driving by the house and it fell. And I should still have the text message, it'll be on the screen. I text the realtor and I'm like, I literally just saw a shooting star, we're getting the house. And I want to say just 2 more days or so later, he texted and he said, hey, you ready? And I was like, ready for what? Because we didn't have plans to meet or nothing. He said, we got the house. We were supposed to close on the house, and when we were supposed to close, something popped up on my credit. Now, mind you, everything was good. Obviously, my credit was good because we were pretty much done. And all of a sudden, something popped up on my credit. So they said, you know, we weren't going to be able to close. I have to get this taken care of. Called the people, did what I needed to do. Our closing date got pushed all the way to January. That's fine. We closed. We began to move in. We made it a home. My family and I, we loved it. We literally made it a home. And I want to be completely transparent and honest. There were projects that we were working on this house, and I said this in my last vlog. And the tornado hit the house in Tuesday. That Wednesday, we were supposed to start getting materials, getting workmen come in, all that stuff. That Wednesday, we were supposed to literally do our final touch to the house, because the following Sunday was going to be the 2-year anniversary of the house. It's just crazy how, so here's the thing, and I've said this before, I said I have seen people post, you know, people in their life, rest in peace, and I always go to their social media. And I remember there was one time they posted this young man back in Jamaica with the caption, rest in peace, da 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 da. And I went on his Instagram and I was like, you know, I think I'll follow him. I went on his Instagram and he had a story. His stories were still active on Instagram. Not even 21 hours passed. Like, he still had stuff on his Instagram. Like, he was literally just living his life. And I know this is very different. Like, it's not death. But I'm saying this to say, it's a little mind blown how in a snap of a finger, things change. Unaware and you're not following and you're a little confused. Our family home that I just spoke so highly of on January 9th got hit with a tornado that was down here in Florida. I know it made rounds in like Tennessee and stuff. Yeah. So Monday, that weekend prior to, I was off from work. I took a weekend because I was like, I wanted to just reset and start January fresh. I took a weekend off. I did a staycation. It was my friend's birthday. I had her. We went to a hotel. We went to brunch. We had a full planned weekend. The Monday, I did my very first Pilates class, got my hair braided, did my little lashes by myself, like a whole maintenance vlog. And I have the vlog. I just cannot find it in me to edit the vlog because at the end of the vlog, everything happens. So that's the Monday. Monday night, I went to bed ready to go back to work. I've now been off for like almost 5 days. So I'm like, I'm ready to go back, you know, everything. I'm there, I'm sleeping. The phone keeps going off with the little alerts. And I'm just thinking, like, I've done lived in Florida for what, almost 8 years now. I'm like, it happens. In 2018, we did get a hurricane, which was terrible, Hurricane Michael. But after that, it's just been like, I'm used to these alerts. Like, I'm a Florida girl now at this point. So I didn't think much of it. But I remember sharing on my Instagram and I'm like, y'all be safe out there, be safe tomorrow. It's supposed to be bad. Then they were saying, you know, they're probably going to close like the bridge, the highway, yada, yada. And I was posting about it. I'm just like giggling off about it. Don't play with God. When he says he's going to do something, don't be mocking. Don't see these things and mock. So pretty much I went to bed Monday night and I thought nothing of it. You know, I thought nothing of it. My mom came home very late that night. We chit-chat, joked. My house is a joke. Like, if I was supposed to really play some footage, I would be like, y'all are crazy. Like, we'd be up just vibing, just having our own fun in our own little bubble. So we went to bed. And I was laying there and I remember getting up at like 1 a.m. thereabout. And I could hear stuff like falling on the roof. The wind outside was just so terrible. It was just so terrible. And I got up and I peeked through the front. You know, I went in the living room and I'm peeking and I'm like, something's falling. And I realized that it was hail. Like those big, hard, heavy bulk of ice. It was falling. You know, I told my brother, I said, your car probably is going to be damaged because it's falling. Again, it still wasn't to the point where I'm thinking, I hear the wind out there. There's you know, a tree in the yard. My thought was like, God ain't gonna let that tree fall on it. You know, like, come on. So I went back to bed. I kid you not, by I want to say 5:30, I was like dead sleeping. And I heard that thing just started going. It is just going. And I was like, okay, it's bad out there. So I went back to bed and I dozed off, right? Now the Sunday before, the day before, 2 days before, because everything happened on Tuesday. On Sunday night, I dreamt that there was the tornado. I could see it very clear, but it was on, like I was looking through my bedroom window and it was spiraling, it was doing this thing. And I was screaming for help and praying and no one could hear me. Like nobody else in the house could hear me. So I shared this with my family on Monday and they laughed at me and said, I overthink a lot. Because here's the thing, that's why I don't watch scary movies. I'm careful of what I watch before I go to bed, because if I watch a certain things, I go to bed and I dream about it. I have panic attacks, all that stuff. So they just thought, you know, I done seen in the news there was supposed to be a tornado, so now I'm dreaming about it. No, it was a vision. I got a clear vision of my house being hit by this tornado, and my family laughed at me and said, I overthink too much and I dream too much stupidness. Yada. I had a very clear vision, but because I am not so much with the Lord, I didn't even know what that was. I don't know how to use information when I get it directly from the Lord, because I am not on the path that he wants me to be. Like, he's literally calling me, he's giving me the work, he's giving me the words, he's showing me stuff, but I am not accepting of it. I don't know what it is, because I have failed to do my part, which is to get closer to him. The whole thing, I swear to God, as I'm sitting here, I dreamt the whole thing, I saw it. They said I'm overthinking. I'm laying there Tuesday morning, 5:30 a.m. and I could hear my mom screaming, and I swear I thought I was dreaming, so I wasn't even moving. I'm just laying there with my tight braids, and I heard my bedroom door got busted in, and when she bust my bedroom door, at the same time I could hear from the side like something's collapsing or a smash or just this really heavy pow. I could hear a heavy pow, and then the lights flicker in the house, which would have been when the roof left, part of the roof left, and the light wires went with it. And I just want to say thank you, Jesus, because there could have been a fire, or somebody said there should have been a fire. Somebody looked at me and said this house should have been burnt down. The fact that it didn't happen, we're gonna trust God. So thank you, Jesus, it was not that bad. It's bad, but it ain't that bad. So she was just screaming and yelling and just saying, you know, the time I don't remember exactly what she was saying, but I know I grabbed my I think my phone was by my bedside, and I just grabbed it and ran out the room, because I'm thinking like I needed to call, or I don't know what I was thinking, but I ran out. And then everybody is coming out, you know, in the hallway, everybody's running out, and I get to the door of what would be my mom's bedroom door, and I'm seeing her roof, I'm seeing everything on her bed where she was literally laying. This where she was resting her head. Everything is inside. Some is gone to the neighbors, some over there, some is there. The tree in the backyard, the branches are leaning down to the broom. I'm gonna insert a clip. If y'all can't watch it, just skip over this part. So that's what we saw. That's what I had to see straight up out my sleep. And I just remember turning around to her and hugging her. And my mind just went wild. My mind went blank, and we were all screaming and crying. And I just remember saying, God, I know I screamed out, and I said, God, why? What is this? And it's not because I think, oh, we're better than to have this experience, but I'm just like, you never told us, what is this? You done brought us this far. And I know they say he'll never bring you this far to leave you, but you done brought us this far to do this. Like, at that time, I didn't see no plan. I didn't see no purpose. I didn't see the reason. I couldn't even fathom the fact that he would let this happen. And I just became so angry, y'all. Like, I became so angry and furious that exact moment. 5:45 a.m. Like, I just became so angry. I became so cold. Like, I remember I said like a small word of prayer, and that was it. I had nothing more to give to him. I had nothing more to say to him. Anyways, you know, we called over for help. The neighbors ran over. People started coming by, yada yada. So we get in there, and the family came by, and we're trying to see what we could save, what we could secure, because now it's raining. Yeah. And it started raining. Next thing I know, my bedroom started raining. My bathroom started raining. The kitchen is raining. The living room is raining. So we thought it was just that back bedroom. No, the roof was gone. The roof was literally gone. So now I'm trying to save my bed. I'm trying to save my clothes. I'm trying to save my friend. I don't even know what I was doing, but I just know I just stopped and I just sat in the bedroom across from mine, and I just started crying. and my sister and my nephew. Like, I just stopped. I dropped everything that I had in my hand, and I was like, I literally don't care. Like, I don't care. You could take whatever you want. It's fine. I literally just started crying because there was nothing else for me to do at that point. Like, there was nothing left in me. Now, let's go back to January 31st, when I showed you guys my journal. So for every day in my journal, I write a Bible verse because I want to be more in my word. I want to spend more time, obviously, you know, learning the Bible, I didn't journal for days. We spent the whole of that week trying to move, trying to, you know, do with the insurance, trying to be situated. And if you're wondering, right now we are situated for now. We have somewhere that we're staying until everything is figured out, and that kind of drives me crazy because I don't know when everything's gonna be figured out because the situation is bad. And again, maybe it's because I don't have faith, which I need to. But you know, everybody's been telling me, don't stop doing your content, don't give up, don't this, don't that. And I'm like, y'all don't understand the mental part that comes with this. I had to pack. We didn't even have enough. Obviously we wouldn't have moving boxes because we were not expecting to move. So I was throwing my stuff in black trash bags, y'all. Then my friends came by with moving boxes. One shout out to everyone that has given a helping hand in this situation. Even persons that have messaged me and they're like, I want to give you something. And I know some of y'all I have turned down, and that's probably just pride. Some people, you know, I've just allowed them. If you want to do what you want to do it. But I just don't want anyone to feel burdened. We definitely would accept the help, but it's just who I am. You know, my friend said, you give so much, but you don't know how to receive. And that's the issue. Just so much. It was so much chaos. But through it all, my family and I, we literally just stick together. We never fought. We never complained. It was a lot of tears. I think on day 3, I went to get gas in my car because I've just been driving around, you know, moving around. And I pulled up to the gas pump, and as I was stepping out, at this point, I had not taken any time to really relax or to feel. I just kept moving. And I opened the door to step out the car, and I just sat back down. And I took the deepest breath, and I just started hollering. So I said, let me move from the pump because there's people looking at me. So I moved off, and I got to the stop sign to turn out of the gas station. And I put my 4-way flash on at that stop sign. And when I tell you, I gave it all to the Lord. Like, I screamed, I yelled, I fought my steering wheel. And shout out to the gentleman that was behind me honking, because he's like, why is she stopping at a stop sign? And he finally came out of his vehicle, came to my window, and he saw that I was crying. He was like, are you okay? I guess he thought maybe somebody died or something, but I told him, and he just stayed there with me for a little bit. And I know that was God. I know he was sent there to see me, to speak life into me.
You feel like dying.
And we got the yard clean, as you guys saw earlier. Now we're trying to clean inside the house. And I have not really processed anything that has happened to us yet. And I know somebody's gonna watch this and be like, why is she sharing this? But you know what? We've been through so much, and I've literally never shared it. And I watch people's stuff and they share some real deep stuff, and I'm like, you know, that's courage. And somebody else is going through something. Somebody else is going through something, and their situation might be far worse, or they might just think their situation was bad, and they're gonna see this and see like somebody else has it really hard. That's why I'm sharing this. And because every time I look at myself in this camera, I'm reminded, this is gonna go back. You're gonna pass this. We're gonna make it through this. We're moving to cleaning out inside because we're supposed to have another storm on Friday, and being as the roof is pretty much gone, we're trying to just save what we can save. And that's the hardest part. I'm packing like my clothes, packing up my closet. I literally just got done putting my bedroom to where I wanted it, to where I was comfortable. I literally just decluttered to begin the year, set it up. Y'all know I literally just got a vanity. Like, I literally just got my bedroom
where I wanted it. Like, we literally just got the house where we actually wanted it. This Sunday was supposed to be the 2-year anniversary, and we were like, every little project we said we were gonna do, we're gonna do them. We were getting it done before this weekend. Like, this week was supposed to be just completely working on the house. Guys, I'm literally hanging by a thread, and being the one in the family that always has to keep the faith and keep strong and keep things going, it ain't easy. And breaking in my car because I don't want to break in front of everybody else.
But I started back journaling, and I said, let me go back in my journal and see what scripture I was supposed to be reading on the day of the incident. So it's 2 Corinthians 5 verse 17, and it says, therefore, if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are to become new. And I said, well, the house ain't too old, Jesus, but if you said it's supposed to be new, I'm gonna let you do you. On Saturday of everything, I journaled again, and I said, let me see what today's word is. And it was Isaiah 65 verse 17. For behold, I create new heavens and new earth, and the former shall not be remembered nor come into mind. And to me, God, that's God saying he can create new stuff, and whatever was before, it is when he gives us the new, when he restores, you're not supposed to worry about the old, right? Tuesday, my word was Revelation 21 verse 5. He who was seated on the throne said, I am making everything new. Then he said, write this down, for the words are trustworthy and the words are true. After I seen that, let me tell you something. I don't know what it is, but I gave it all to him. The whole week of that incident, all my scriptures, all my Bible verses that I was supposed to read, all the sermons that I listened to, my Bible study, everything was talking about restoring, new, yada yada. And I'm like, God, if you wanted to do your big one, you should have just said that. So yesterday I went to church. I didn't get to go to Sunday prior to, because I was just mentally, I just needed that break. But yesterday I did go to church. And yesterday we went to Matthew chapter 7. The pastor, we got there, and you know, that's my mom's church, so it's family. They all hugged, they prayed or whatever, and I found myself at the altar, and I'm not embarrassed about it for the first time. Usually I get embarrassed when I have to go up there. But I found myself up there, and I cried and I prayed and I released. Nothing loud, nothing dramatic, just very intimate and spiritual, just very intimate, while they were praying for me. But the pastor spoke yesterday about asking, seeking, and knocking. And I sat there and I said, okay, is this intentional? Did he intentionally start speaking about this? And he said, some of y'all want to get up and, you know, you want to ask God for a plant, you know, a new job, da da da. And these are things you could literally just work on and get for yourself. Like, you know, if you could literally do this. And he said, God wants you to ask for bigger things. He wants you to ask for things that he wants you to have the audacity. And he used an example. He said, now let's say I walk up to you, you know, you got a nice Mercedes Benz, and I say, oh, I like your car, can I have it? First thing you're gonna do is say the audacity, right? Well, that's how God wants you to ask him. That's how he wants you to speak to him. He wants you to ask him things that when you tell your friend that, hey, I asked God for so and so, they're like, girl, you know? And I was like, that is amazing. Because I've been asking him since this whole situation, God, please, you know, fix my mental health, or God, please give us back a home. No, I needed to ask for bigger. Like, I need you to give us something brand new. I need you to give us something different. I need to ask this man, do we need to move state? I need to ask the man, can you help us to pack up and move state? Matthew chapter 7 verse 8 says, for everyone who asks receives. Once you ask for something from the Lord, it's not going to be when you want it. It's not going to be how you want it. It's probably not going to be from the person you want it from. But everyone who asks receives. Who seeks finds. So if you go out there looking for something, you go out there looking for a job, you go out there looking for better, you're going to find it. Verse 12 say, in everything do to others what you would have them do to you. And for this sums up the law and the prophets. That verse right there is very important to me and my family, because a lot of persons will tell you right now, we love to give, we love to share, we love to love on you, you're always welcome into our home, we're very inviting, all that good stuff. So we've done unto others, and during this situation, this transition, the amount of love, the amount of help, the amount of hugs, the amount of warm wishes, everything that we've received is because we've given unto others as we would want them to give unto us. Now, I'm not gonna say there are persons that I expected or I thought would be a little bit more, you know, they ain't even really checked in, and that's okay. You know why that's okay? On to my next part, moving closer to the Lord. When you decide to do that, now let me tell you one of the things I learned about this situation. At this point, I am down. And there are persons that are around me, or they're friends with me, or family, whoever, because of the convenience. I'm fun, I'm hip, you know, and at this point, I'm not that girl. I am broken, I am weak. You could be talking to me right now and I'm gonna break down and cry, because you no longer have anything to offer them. You don't fit what they're doing. And at the same time, just because this is my low season, this might be somebody's high season. This might be the best January someone has had in like maybe 5 years. And I would never want to take that from them. Go do that. But let me tell you something. The get back up is coming. And when it do, I reassure you, I promise you, you will not be invited in my space. You are not welcome. You will not be invited back. I don't want to be welcomed into yours. You don't have to invite me back into yours. It's seen on the internet where people are like, you know, so and so happened and nobody whatever, and I would roll my eyes and be like, my God, y'all depend on people for everything. It's not being dependent. It's just that you have a certain respect or love for a person or persons, and you just would think, you know, they would come through that way. But that one bad or that two bad, it has been outweighed by so many good persons. Like, I shared a reel. I really was never gonna share anything about this, but I shared a reel, and the love, I took a week to clear my DMs. Now I want to talk about where I said, should I quit? Like I said to you guys earlier, I do have a vlog that just needs to be edited, and I can give it to you guys whenever I feel like, or whenever it's edited. It's literally the few days before everything happened. Literally the few days before everything happened. I just can't find it to edit the video, because I know at the end of the video, what's that word? Like, I'm gonna just realize, like, I'm gonna go back and the wound is still fresh, and I'm gonna see that this happened. So I just can't find myself to finish. I started and I just stopped. I started like 2 weeks ago and I just stopped. After I post that video, I don't know when I'm gonna post another video. And this year I really said, you know, I was gonna do my big one. I'm so close to 1K, and I knew once I hit that, then it was gonna be go time. I was gonna really, you know, my birthday is coming up. All my plans for my birthday have been pushed to the side. Again, people are telling me, oh, don't stop, don't keep. If you are in this position, I swear to God. But they do say that God, you know, he chooses to give his hardest battles to what he considers his strongest soldiers. And so because of that, it's like, why cry? Of course I cry. Yesterday after church, I stopped by the house and I closed my bedroom door because it's very empty and stuff. Yeah. But I was in there and I was just praising in that bedroom. I had this exact tap on because I wore it to church yesterday. I just put it back on this morning to film the video. But I was just in there praising with my hands held high, loud as hell, because there's nobody else there. The fan is loud. Nobody can really hear me. Oh, how are y'all keeping up? We are. We are, mostly importantly, because it's already done. And to us, it's terrible. It's bad. But it could have been worse. He did what he needed to do and he stopped it there. Someone said, oh, I can't face y'all because every time I see y'all, I'm thinking like, damn, it could have been worse and y'all could have probably died. It could have been a fire. Maybe y'all could have not woke up early enough. And that's all true. But none of that happened. So why should I dwell on that? Why should I think in my head like, I could have woke up to all that stuff being stumbled on my mom. I could have woke up to the house catching on fire while we were all asleep. It didn't happen. It did not happen. It could have, but it didn't happen. So therefore, for me to put that on my mind, put it in my heart, and sleep on it and worry about it and traumatize myself more than I'm traumatized, I would really be sick. Like, I would really be reaching. What happened is enough to drive you crazy and to make you lose your faith and feel all kind of way, but it didn't happen. I can tell you guys that there's gonna be a time when there will be a big pause. There will be a big no me. It's me having that dream. I want to call it a nightmare, but that vision on Sunday, telling my family on Monday, them kikiing at me, and then on Tuesday, that vision coming to life. I have to take care of that part of me. I have to go take care of that part of me. I have to show up more for me with the Lord. I have to be more in my word. I have to, like, I literally just have to go. I literally have to walk away. I don't want no baggage. I don't care how many years of friendship we've had. I have to walk away from it if it no longer serves me. I don't care how much times you've been flirting with me, how much you think you love me or like me or you're lost. I'm not going to be able to fulfill that for you because I'm stepping away from all of that. I am stepping away from all of that, and whoever's to come in this season with me or on this new journey, they're going to be understanding, they're going to be awaiting, and they'll be there when I get done or when I get to where I'm going. But when I speak about quitting, I'm quitting with the people pleasing. I'm quitting showing up for those that are not showing up for me, because this situation has taught me, and I cried so much. I cried so much, because it's just like, you just never know who's literally waiting on your downfall so they can show themselves to you. I don't wish for this to happen like to my worst enemy, and I don't have enemies, but you know, you get up every day and you build, and you're trying to be, you're just trying to get ahead in life. And like I call it, the American dream. And then you get robbed out of it. Yeah, you get robbed out of it pretty much, and then you have to start over, and you have to break down, and you have to find new ways and new strategies and all that good stuff. It's not fun. People would say, oh, it's gonna be good when you tell your story. Well, I'd rather not have a story. I'd rather not have a story. And I had this written down of how I wanted to speak on it, but I was just led this morning to just speak however. And if this is all over the place to you, if it's in shambles, if you're just not following, I'm so sorry. I'm genuinely sorry, because I might not even post this. Like, I might edit it and be like, what are you, girl? At one point I was talking to y'all, and I know I was speaking, but my mind was literally blank. So I don't know where those words came from that I spoke in this vlog, but they're not from me. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me tell you something. If you're going through anything at all right now, it could be something smaller than my situation, and don't ever let anyone tell you that what you're going through is lighter than what they're going through, or it's heavier. Every situation requires breakdown. It requires you to come back. It requires something out of you. So whatever you're going through, it matters. It's valid. And if you're going through anything right now, I just want to say two things. Two words, faith and strength. Have faith. Hold your faith and strength. However you want to find strength, however you want to be strong, however you can be strong, whoever can help you be strong, get around them people. Get from around people that don't have nothing good to tell you. Get from around people that's dragging you down. Get from around people that's only they're not even helping to row your boat. They're just trying to get to their destination, riding on your wave. Because I'm telling you, in this life, you're going to find out. It's a lot of people around you on your ship. And you're wondering, why my ship's sinking? They're not, you turn around, they're not rowing. They're just trying to get to their destination on your wave. And it's sad, but it's true. That's my word to y'all today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you in my next one. I'll try to edit that vlog for y'all maybe sometime next month, and I'll give it to y'all. And then we're going to play it by ear after that. Because I don't know. I literally don't know when I don't know.